Sunlight fractures through shallow water. Sediment drifts in silence. For 233 million years, dinosaurs dominated every landmass on Earth. Yet the boundary between shore and sea remained unbroken. The question persists. Why did no dinosaur ever become fully aquatic? The paradox is statistical. Over 10,000 dinosaur species existed across every continent, including Antarctica. They achieved flight. They varied wildly in size and niche. Mammals, by contrast, arrived later and diversified less, yet mammals entered the water permanently. Dinosaurs did not. The barrier was not absolute. It was structural. Consider the living descendants. Water birds, pelicans, ducks, swans possess webbed feet, diving-adapted legs, modified beaks. Marine species add salt glands in their beaks to expel excess sodium from oceanic diets. Penguins abandoned flight for swimming efficiency, spending half their lives submerged. Wandering albatrosses live atop the ocean for years without touching land. But half is not total. Surface is not depth. These are adaptations toward water, not submissions to it. Cretaceous seabirds like Hesperor nithiformes showed similar patterns. Close approach, no completion. The trajectory existed. The finish line remained distant. Spinosaurids were the most aquatic non-avian dinosaurs, large theropods with crocodilian proportions. Nostrils positioned far back on the skull to prevent water infiltration. Cone-shaped teeth optimized for slippery prey. Powerful tails, loosely connected to the body. A trait seen in fish, not other dinosaurs. Isotopic analysis confirms proximity to water sources. Fossils cluster near ancient coastlines and rivers. Debate persists. Were they shoreline ambush predators or semi-aquatic swimmers? The evidence tilts toward partial immersion, never total. Halszkaraptor, late Cretaceous Mongolia. Dromaeosaur, raptor lineage, but duck-sized. Forelimbs reduced to flipper-like structures, short tail shifting the center of gravity forward. Ideal for swimming, poor for walking. Long neck. Sensory neurons concentrated in the snout for detecting vibrations underwater. Teeth curved backward, numerous, fish traps. Part of the Halszkaraptorini clade. 5 genera, all late Cretaceous, all showing aquatic convergence. Lurdosaurus, early Cretaceous Niger, iguanodont. 9 meters long, but short, belly nearly touching ground. Weight, 5.5 tons. Suspiciously heavy. Body plan resembled a hippo. Hypothesis, river adapted, feeding on freshwater vegetation, unconfirmed. Leioningosaurus, ankylosaur, dog-sized, not the armored giants. No tail club. Minimal osteoderms, shell-like structure, unfused spine and hips, unusual for a walking animal. Sharp teeth, a fish preserved in its stomach cavity. Recent reanalysis, juvenile that drowned. Not a specialized swimmer, merely a tragedy preserved in stone. When dinosaurs emerged in the late Triassic, the oceans were occupied. Ichthyosaurs already dominated, predatory, size variable, entrenched. Sauropterygia thrived, nothosaurs, placodonts, diverse marine reptiles. Freshwater zones held carnivorous amphibians, phytosaurs, predatory fish. No vacancy, no evolutionary pressure to invade. The Mesozoic intensified this. Plesiosaurs evolved, mosasaurs appeared, giant fish proliferated. Marine crocodiles grew massive. Some aquatic predators exceeded terrestrial dinosaurs in size and lethality. The water was not an opportunity. It was a fortress held by specialists. Dinosaurs doubled down on land. All dinosaurs are archosaurs, birds, non-avian dinosaurs, crocodiles, pterosaurs. All are oviparous. They lay eggs externally. Fish are 97% oviparous, suggesting compatibility. But dinosaur eggs possess hard, calcified shells made of calcium carbonate, designed for gas exchange in air, not water. Submerged, the pores waterlog. Embryos suffocate. Even high humidity drowns chicken embryos. Rigid shells compound the structural problem underwater. The solution? Viviparity. Live birth. Sea snakes demonstrate this. 30% of snake species bear live young, including all fully aquatic species except the sea crate, which returns to land to lay eggs. Lepidosaurs, snakes and lizards, evolved live birth at least 115 times. Archosaurs, 0 confirmed cases. Perhaps 1 or 2. The calcified shell proves difficult to abandon. Lepidosaurs lay soft, leathery eggs, making the transition simpler. Even if egg-laying were solved, another constraint emerges. Many dinosaurs possess pneumatic bones, hollow structures filled with air spaces like modern birds. This reduced weight, aided balance in large heads and necks, improved high-altitude respiration. Underwater, hollow bones become buoyancy traps, living flotation devices. Diving becomes nearly impossible, staying submerged harder still. Solution requires increased bone density, possible as seen in some Spinosaurids. But pneumatization provides significant terrestrial advantages. Evolution resists abandoning successful adaptations without extreme neck pressure. Air sacs within pneumatic bones create efficient respiration, but raise compression risks when submerged. Penguins perform breathing exercises before diving to empty air sacs and reduce buoyancy. Imperfect, but functional. Dinosaurs would need complete respiratory restructuring. Aquatic transitions are rare. The physiological overhaul required rivals a no-hit run through a Souls game. Meticulous, unforgiving, demanding precision at every stage. Senses must be rebuilt. Vision, hearing, smell. All require heavy modification for underwater operation. Eyes must adapt to refractive differences, pressure changes, reduced light. Ears must detect sound through denser medium. Olfaction becomes chemical detection in saline environments. Locomotion presents another puzzle. Whales converted hands to flippers, evolved tail flukes, simple in retrospect, complex in execution. Many theropods were evolving smaller forelimbs as skull size increased for predation. Others focused on gliding and flight, developing wings. Wings can revert to flippers, but the path lengthens. Ornithischians and sauropods often developed robust, weight-bearing limbs, adaptations pushing them further from aquatic locomotion. Tails offered potential, but no universal dinosaur feature made the transition easy. Average dinosaur mass, 3.85 tons, heavier than nearly every street-legal vehicle. Size conferred dominance on land, but anchored them there. Large animals face higher conversion costs during niche transitions. Fossil evidence shows most fully aquatic animals descended from small or medium-sized terrestrial ancestors. Early whale ancestors were small. Sirenians, Mosasaurs, Sauropterygians all evolved from modest precursors. Size increased after aquatic adaptation, not before. Dinosaurs arrived too large. The energetic investment to redesign massive bodies for water exceeded the available evolutionary pressure. The KT extinction cleared the oceans. Major marine predators vanished, niches opened, perfect timing, except most dinosaurs also died. Only avian dinosaurs survived, and they were committed to flight or partial swimming. Mammals survived. Crucially, some had evolved viviparity, easing aquatic transitions. Within 10 million years post-impact, mammals entered the oceans permanently. Dinosaurs, birds, remained aerial or coastal. Perhaps one day a bird lineage will commit fully. Unlikely under stable conditions. Such a shift would require catastrophic environmental disruption, not a future to hope for. The closest archosaur analog exists, Thalattosuchia, specifically the Metriorhynchoidea subfamily, marine crocodiles. Possibly the only archosaurs to achieve viviparity, one of the 1 or 2 cases, fully pelagic. The most ocean-adapted archosaurs ever. Their transformation was total. Scales vanished, replaced by smooth hydrodynamic skin. Limbs became 4 large paddle-like flippers, unlike sirenians and cetaceans with 2 front flippers and tail propulsion. Vertical tail flukes evolved for thrust. The result resembled mosasaurs. Apply this template to dinosaurs. A spinosaur or tyrannosaur redesigned for pelagic life. Sleek skin, paddle limbs, vertical tail flukes. Not difficult to envision, not comforting to imagine. Herbivorous dinosaurs might have grazed seagrasses. Defensive adaptations, horns, frills, spikes, could shift to hydrodynamic weaponry. Structures like swordfish bills, sawfish rostra. Hydrodynamics would govern form, multiple horns likely incompatible. Streamlining mandatory. Alternative pathway. The desmostylian approach, fully aquatic but retaining limbs. No flippers, no tail propulsion. Walking along the seafloor, slow. Relying on size as primary defense. Dinosaurs already mastered size. Perhaps they would have doubled down, marine giants grazing benthic zones, unstoppable through mass alone. Or perhaps those outdated reconstructions, dinosaurs wading through swamps, were glimpses of an aborted evolutionary trajectory. Semi-aquatic behemoths that never completed the dive. For birds, the path remains open but distant. Full aquatic adaptation in modern avians would signal environmental upheaval. Transformation born from necessity, not opportunity. The absence is instructive. Evolutionary success does not guarantee access to every niche. Constraints, anatomical, ecological, historical, shape possibility space. Dinosaurs ruled land for 160 million years, achieved flight, survived polar winters. The water remained closed not by inability, but by accumulated barriers, occupied niches, rigid eggs, hollow bones, established body plans. No single barrier was absolute. Together, they formed a threshold too costly to cross. Evolution optimizes, but only within existing parameters. The ocean floor holds no dinosaur fossils from their reign. The Mesozoic seas belong to other lineages, reptiles that never walked, descendants that came later. Dinosaurs stood at the water's edge and turned back. Some things remain unconquered not by decree, but by design. The question was never whether they could, it was whether the cost was ever worth paying.